Aloha, it's Kiana, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, mahalo to Longs Drugs Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your neighborhood Longs Drugs for all your shopping needs. The suspect in a hit-and-run collision that killed one McKinley High School student and injured another has turned himself in. 45-year-old Mitchell Yoshiji Miyashiro surrendered at the Honolulu Police Department headquarters in downtown at about 6:30 Thursday evening. Miyashiro is suspected of driving the pickup truck that struck 16-year-old Sarah Yara and a 17-year-old girl at the intersection of Kapi'olani Boulevard and Kamakea Street near McKinley's athletic field. Yara was taken to a hospital and later died. Miyashiro was arrested on suspicion of collisions involving death or serious bodily injury, collisions involving bodily injury, and first-degree negligent homicide. He was released pending further investigation. 5 former Memphis police officers have pleaded not guilty to charges stemming from the violent arrest and death of Tyree Nichols in January. Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, Desmond Mills Jr., Emmett Martin III, and Justin Smith made their first court appearances today. They pleaded not guilty to charges of second-degree murder, aggravated assault, aggravated kidnapping, official misconduct, and official oppression. On January 7th, Nichols was stopped by police for an alleged traffic violation, pulled out of his car, and hit with a stun gun. Officers who were part of a special team known as Scorpion ran after Nichols and punched him, kicked him, and hit him with a baton as he yelled for his mother. After the beating, officers stood by and talked with one another as Nichols struggled with his injuries on the ground. He later died. The entire incident was caught on multiple cameras. 6 people are dead today after a series of shootings in a small town in rural Mississippi. Victims were found in 4 different locations, including a store and at least 2 homes, according to local media reports. Governor Tate Reeves said authorities believe a lone gunman was responsible for the killings in Arkabutla. A male suspect was in custody, though his motive is not yet known. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives said its agents were providing assistance to the Sheriff's Department and state investigators. Arkabutla is a small town that lies about 30 miles south of Memphis and is home to 285 residents, according to the 2020 census. Today's shootings are the first mass killing in the U.S. since January 23rd. The U.S. has finished efforts to recover pieces of a suspected Chinese spy balloon that was shot down off the coast of South Carolina. Officials believe Navy, Coast Guard, and FBI personnel have collected all debris that sunk about 50 feet to the seafloor. The pieces include key equipment from the balloon's payload, like electronics and optics, which could reveal the craft's information gathering capabilities. So far, analysis of the wreckage reinforces conclusions that it was a Chinese spy balloon. China maintains that the craft was a civilian weather balloon that was blown off course. The February 4th downing of the Chinese balloon was the first of 4 recent peacetime shootdowns. Over the past 2 weeks, fighter jets downed 3 smaller objects spotted in the skies over Canada, Alaska, and Lake Huron. Stocks ended the day mixed after partially recovering from losses this morning. The S&P 500 fell 0.3% to post its first back-to-back weekly decline since the start of the year. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 0.4%, while the Nasdaq Composite fell 0.6%. Stocks have hit turbulence after shooting higher in January on hopes that cooling inflation could get the Federal Reserve to take it easier on interest rates. But recent reports have shown more strength than expected in everything from the job market to retail sales. Traders are worried that the Fed will have to get tougher on interest rates. Higher rates can drive down inflation, but they could also hurt investments and raise the risk of a recession. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here next week Monday.